Hi guys, this is Coach Toni Robinson and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm taking you guys on a ride with me today. But before I get started with this video, I am Coach Toni Robinson, a certified life coach. I love what I do. I love helping people get healed from trauma and past hurt and pain that they just don't know how to let go of. I myself had to heal and do my work to better myself. And that's when I became passionate about being a life coach. So, you know, just a little bit about me. I don't know, might be some newcomers coming on board watching my videos. So I just wanted to make sure I let you guys know a little background about me and why I'm so passionate about doing what I do, and that's life coaching. So I want to touch on this subject because, you know, so many people are victims of molestation. You know, as a young child, boys and girls. And so this was very dear to me because I myself, at 7 years old, was molested by my mother's boyfriend. I was about to say stepfather, but I have never acknowledged him as a stepfather, so I had to be very clear on my wording, because he was no stepfather of mine. Anyway, for those of you that have never been molested, being molested is something that you just would not even begin to wrap your mind around. Only people that have been molested know exactly what I'm talking about. It's really sad, you know, when a young child have to be exposed to something so deep, because, you know, as a child, you just want to play and have fun, play with your friends, your cousins, and just be a child. And then someone comes along and take that away from you, just take away your innocence. You know, many children don't even have an idea of what sex is, you know, being that young, and let alone have it taken away, and still don't understand. And so I just want to really reach out to the people that have been molested and have not healed from being molested. I want you to get your healing. I really do. I want you to not continue to allow molestation to control your life as an adult, because it will. If you don't address it, if you don't get the help, if you don't get healed, it will come back around, and it will keep coming back around. It will go into relationships with you, and it will destroy the people that you love, not intentionally, but it's because you have not dealt with such trauma and you don't know how. The other thing that I want to address is I was able to confront the man that molested me. It was the most powerful thing that I've ever done in my life, because I felt like I took back my power, because I was powerless when I got molested. I had no control over that. So once I was able to confront this person, it was like a huge rock was lifted off of me. I remember that day I made the phone call, and he was trying to come to a Mother's Day brunch. Mind you, this is my little brother's father, so that's where the connection, you know, that's where the connection was at. So I got the number from my little brother, and I made the phone call, and I wrote a book about this. So I had to tell my brother what had happened, because I had protected him for over 40 years, not saying anything, because I didn't want him to, you know, have a worse relationship with his dad, because he already didn't really have a relationship with his dad. So I protected my little brother because I love him so much. But I wrote a book, and I couldn't leave that part out, because that was something that had happened in my life. So I didn't, you know, I couldn't leave that out the book. But I did not want my little brother to read the book and find out that way. So he wanted to come to this brunch, and I didn't want him there. So it was time. So I called him up, And I said, I remember the exact words. I said, hey, what's going on? And he was all happy to hear from me. Hey, daughter, because he always called me his daughter. I'm like, no, I'm not your daughter. I said, I think you probably know why I'm calling you. He said, well, I was coming to the brunch. I was like, no, that's not why I'm calling you. I said, because I think after we have this conversation, you won't be coming to the brunch. And it got quiet. I'm like, hello, are you still there? He's like, yeah, I'm here. I said, you ready? He said, yeah, whatever it is, go ahead, you know, and say it. And so I said, I remember everything you did to me when I was 7 years old. I don't want to remember, but I remember. I said, I thank God that it didn't affect me in a way that when I went into relationships, I carried over and had like problems with having sex with my husband and things like that. I said, I thank God I didn't go through that like a lot of people do. I said, I just want you to know that you took my innocence, you took my childhood, and when men like you molest young girls, it can almost destroy us. But God, it did not destroy me. I said, I think that you are one of the most disgusting human beings on earth to do something like that. You slept in the bed with my mother every night, and you came into my room to molest me when my mother went to work. You molested me when I came home from school. And much as I want to forget what you did, it will never go anywhere. So I want to tell you this. I'm going to forgive you for me, not for you. This has nothing at all to do with you as far as the forgiveness. I'm forgiving you because I need to go on with my life and be a great person. Because I'm not going to allow what you did to me to destroy me and who I am today. When I tell you, it was like you could hear a pin drop. It was so quiet. I said, so you still want to come to the brunch? He said, nah, I don't think that I want to come to the brunch. I said, well, what do you have to say? Because what you're not going to do is keep denying it like you've been doing. Because I've been hearing that you're denying it and making me out to be a liar. And he said, I'm sorry. We were on a lot of heavy drugs back then. And I don't have any words for my actions. I said, well, what you're not going to do is blame it on drugs. Because molestation has nothing at all to do with drugs. That has everything to do to the person that's inside of you. And you chose to do that. You are a molester. And I just pray to God that you're not out there molesting other young girls and destroying their lives. Because they won't all come out on top like I did. And he was just quiet. And I said, all right, I'm done. And I got off the phone. When I hung up from that phone call, it was the most liberating thing that I ever did. And I'm telling you, it was like a big, huge weight was lifted off of me. Because most people that go through molestation, they blame themselves. They live in the shame, the embarrassment. They beat themselves up because they feel like they were too young and couldn't protect themselves. And a lot of times they blame their parents because they feel like their parents did not protect them. I went through all of that. But let me tell you this. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not ashamed. I'm not holding on to it because I took my power back. Being molestation is something that happened to me that I had no control over. But what it's not going to do is hold power over me and the rest of my life, because I am here with a purpose and I'm going to live out that purpose and I'm going to help people. And that is why I chose life coaching, because I want people to get through the horrific things that's holding them back in life. And molestation can be one of the things that's holding you back. And I want you to let it go. I want you to let it go so that you can live the true you and love you and all the things that have happened to you. You can be at peace like myself. To the young men, I really want you to listen to what I'm about to say. When boys are molested, and especially when they're molested by a man, by a grown adult man or a teenager or whatever, it can really be life-changing for them, because they had this experience that they did not give permission to, and this person takes something from them that they can never get back. And most men, and I'm about to say this word, and I always mess it up, become promiscuous, because I have a list. And they feel that they have to prove to themselves over and over again that I'm manly, I'm a man, I'm not I'm not gay, I don't have those feelings for men, I don't, and they go out and they feel like they have to have sex with woman after woman after woman after woman to keep proving themselves that this is not, I'm not gay, I don't like men. And a lot of times they get married, but they won't stay faithful. And it's not because they don't want to be faithful, but they're reliving that molestation over and over again in their mind. And because they are embarrassed, too embarrassed to talk about it, 9 times out of 10 they never go get the help to get to the healing. My men, I love you, especially my black kings. I want you to get healed from this. It is not your fault. You were young. You was not strong enough to fight this person off. And confront that person if they're still around. It's time for you to take your power back. I just seen a video on Facebook where the guy ran into the person that molested him in the grocery store, and he confronted him and told him, you tried to molest me when I was 7 years old. And the man just had so much shame on his face, just looking shameful. But he confronted him, and when he confronted him, he took his power back. And this is what you should do. And I'm telling you this as a life coach. Do not let these molesters get away with what they did. Embarrass them. Take your power back. Confront them. Let them know. Like, I'll whoop your ass today because I'm strong enough. Let them know. I mean, you don't have to put hands on them, but intimidate them. It's okay. Because when they did that to you, you had no control or power. And this is how you take your power back. It's nothing to be embarrassed about, people. You couldn't control it. You couldn't fight them off. They probably scared you and told you, if you tell, this would happen or that would happen, I'll hurt your family, I'll hurt you, I'll kill somebody, I'll do whatever. That's pretty much what my molester told me. If I say anything, I'm going to hurt your mom, which he was already doing anyway. So, as a kid hearing that, you're scared to death. So you be quiet and you don't say anything. And this stuff, it just sits and festers in you for years. And then you try to push it to the back of your brain, but it's still there. You have to deal with it. That's why it's going to sit there and it's going to fester. And it's going to control your life, and you're not going to even realize it. So I advise all my men that have been molested, especially by a man, take your power back. Confront that person if they're still around. Tell somebody, talk about it, get help. But you have to heal, because that person has went on about their way, probably still doing it or probably not. But They went on with their life and they left you to deal with all the brokenness. And now you have to try to pick up the pieces, and it's not fair. And to my women, same thing. Stop being embarrassed. Talk about it. Put that person on front. If it's the uncle in your family, the next door neighbor, your mama's boyfriend, whoever it is, you need to say something. Do not let this control your life, and do not live in fear. You are grown now. I don't live in fear anymore. I don't live in fear. And this man, although he admitted it to me, he still denies it and lies about it. And I've been told that he read my book. And the fact that he can read my book, and I went into details about the things that he did, and to still lie, and he claimed he's a man of God. I told him, I said, you know what? You're not a true man of God until you are able to own up and fess up to your past and the things that you have done. That's when it's true. But as long as you keep denying it, you no man of God. You the same child molesting. I want to say a lot, but I'm not on this video because I do want age appropriate children to listen to this as well. So I could call him a lot of things, but I'm going to leave that alone. Because at the end of the day, even though I forgave him, for me, there's going to always be some type of feeling towards him as a person, knowing that he's a child molester. But I'm okay, though. I'm okay because I went through my healing. And so I want you guys to go through your healing. This video is for anyone that has been molested. Please, you guys. I know statistics shows that at least 8 out of 10 children are molested. And think about it like this. Every second of the day, because there's so many people in the world, a child is being molested. Every second of the day. That's a lot. So please, you guys, stop allowing these uncles. Stop letting that be the family secret. Oh, that's family business. We're not going to tell. You have mothers and people in the family, grandmothers and uncles and aunties that know that this person is the family child molester. And they still allow this person to come around their children. Stop this dysfunction. Stop this mental illness. That's what it is. Stop it. Get that person away from those kids. It's not fair. Because molestation can destroy people when they become adults. Some people do not overcome it. And this is why this video is so important, you guys. So please, I'm asking you guys to share this video on your timeline. Share it on your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, whatever accounts you have. Share this video and let this video go viral around social media. I'm giving you guys the solutions. I'm giving you guys the answers. And I am telling you guys to please go sit down and talk to someone and get healed. It was not your fault. You should not be left with the shame and the guilt. So please, you guys, share this video. This is Coach Toni Robinson, Certified Life Coach. I really wanted to touch on this in a way that I have not before. And I just pray that you guys take it serious and share this video. And please, you guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos, because more will be coming from me. I'm not done. I'm just getting started. All right. So you guys have a blessed day. And until next time, come on back, for more videos. Have a great, 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 great day. And salute to you. Till next time. Peace and love. I love you guys.